Hi.
I'm sleepy.
I am sleepy.
Episode 11. I'm getting tired. Hey, for all you numerologists out there, 11's a big number. Ooh, it's a spiritual number. It's a high relevance number. Lucky number 11. Snake eyes.
Is it lucky?
I don't know if you're a gambler, probably.
If you're in Canada?
A gambler.
Oh.
Oh my God, dude, we are not doing any more recordings late at night.
I heard Canada, okay?
Do your intro.
I don't know what an intro is. It's just usually just whatever's. We're on 11. I don't know how many do 12, but we're on 11.
What are we doing backwards?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have no topic today.
You're like the dog. You want to go to bed.
Yeah, I know. She's not probably going to come up here unless I call her, but even then.
No, she's laying down right here. She'll probably be snoring here shortly. She does snore.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? Like, I have nothing.
You have nothing for once?
No, it's just not that I don't have nothing.
This is what Usagi has?
Okay, so I technically don't have nothing. So right now I have a little bit.
Something. That's exactly what I thought. I need to start some. These last 3 episodes, I'm going to be cussing.
Oh my God. Well, I'm not gonna. This won't work for me.
I know.
Anyways, right now, can we just get started? Like, I don't know, just end up just ending it right here. It's gonna be like short instead.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
As I was just gonna say, and I almost forgot what I was gonna say. But lately, I've been kind of a little bit obsessed. And normally, I don't really care for like celebrity stuff. Way back in the summer, it was like Diddy stuff, and I was kind of like following all that. I'm just kind of like laughing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do white nail polish.
Slippery when moist.
Or baby oil. I'm like, oh, I can never look at baby oil ever again. Like the same. And then now,
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
it has nothing to do with just random split. But now, right now, I'm following like all the David or D4AVID, whatever the heck he spells his name, but it's David stuff because a lot of like my.
We're seriously going to talk about murder, death, kills, obsessions on this?
A little bit, because that's the thing.
Holy crap. All right, I'm in for a ride on this one. Start saying in scripted moments is probably safer.
Well, if we had scripts, it's going to be like so over the top acting like,
I did not kill myself. I love myself. If I go missing, just saying.
I haven't gone to law school yet, so I haven't done like How to Get Away with Murder. Like that TV show. I did watch it for a while, and it was very interesting. It almost like it's one of those things where it's like I almost want to be a lawyer.
This is where you get your from your dad. All those police dramas.
You've been watching lately the police chase or the body cams lately. Now I'm like, you've never watched that before.
Because I wake up sometimes, you have murder, death, kill all of them. But I'm taking that during the daytime because I'm tired. Subliminally putting that crap in my mind.
No, so it's like a lot of my, I guess you would call it the murder, death, kill channels that I've been watching. I have the 3 main ones. One from Kendall Rae, Kimberly, and then Stephanie Sue, her Rotten Mango. Or sometimes I even watch her. She has multiple channels, but Stephanie has like the Stephanie Sue one, which is more like the lighter version.
Oh, that's the one that did the Jajudu?
Yes. And then she has
I was talking about tree trunks and war chests.
Refrigerators, get it right. Yeah. And then she has her other channel, which is the Rotten Mango. And that's the one I think is where she's going over like the David stuff. And like, I've been kind of like looking at even other channels that have been covering it because it's crazy, weird, and interesting. And it'll be interesting how that plays out because Stephanie actually had made a good point. It's like, she doesn't know if the feds are going to get into this case like they did with Diddy. And I feel like they're a little hesitant to go another high profile case. And so they're waiting.
Why are they hesitant?
Because look how the debacle Diddy's went. He didn't get charged for anything. So
money gets you off the hook. Let that be some cat from Southside Chicago. Mm-hmm. Let that be some old school OG from like when Cabrini Greens was still, yes, I know about Cabrini Greens, but let that be some old OG from Southside Chicago. Been locked up, done quick. Got a hell of a lot of rap songs about him though.
But I'm just saying, it's like it's been interesting to kind of follow the case and the, I guess, the clues that the artist put in a lot of his music. So it's kind of like did you just premeditate this? But then it also goes into like the whole law thing, because I think there was another high-profile rapper's case where he actually admitted something, a crime or something, in his lyrics or in a song or something, and they actually used that in the court of law. So I think, I don't know.
Nowadays, dry snitch on themselves. And yes, psychology for you with your master's degree in psychology. Well, which is why I don't like you analyzing me, so stop it.
That's never going to stop.
Yeah, I know. If I go missing, just know I love myself.
Oh my gosh, stop.
All I'm saying is that when it comes to psychology, 9 times out of 10, people who are not considered homicidal at a popular level, what we think to be is, that fool can murder anybody. Most people who do commit murders usually tell on themselves in one way or another.
Do you have facts to back that?
Google it yourself. It's a psychological thing.
But like I said, that's kind of like been my obsession a little bit lately. I go through phases, because I'll go through my diet C dramas, and then I'll go through the K dramas. I still need to finish the one that Oppa got me hooked on. I will go through my anime phase.
All right, I'm going to cut you off real quick.
No, I'm just saying. I go through
You're never happy with Chinese dramas because, again, they never end the way that you want. You're never happy with Korean dramas.
No, I'm actually happy with them. I just want them to be
ending
longer.
always irritates the endings because they never continue the way you want them to continue because they're good enough to continue. Japanese, you can't take serious for the love of God. You think they should just stick to anime. And then your Filipino novellas give Spanish novellas a run for their money, and it's just way too over the top for you.
The Filipino ones are the ones that I feel like they try to be dramatic, and then it's like you can't help but laugh, and it ends up being a comedy.
A comedy.
I don't know why I struggle with that one. I don't know. I think I know. Okay, which I was like, I think in one of my interviews today, I was like, yeah, I speak Japanese. I understand Tagalog. My English is questionable, and he started laughing. I didn't mean to say that, but it came out anyways. Unfiltered.
Here she is.
Oh, yay, hold on. Don't go to the camera. Okay, come here. Girl. Okay, I know you want to go tonight.
No, this is not getting attention. This is her telling
That's
Teresa on bed, it is too late. You're messing up the dog's sleep pattern.
I know.
It is night time as her tail's wagging.
I know. Hey, sleepy.
If you want a pit bull, they'll keep you in check on your sleep schedule.
Yeah, we've had her now for a year.
Yep.
Couple things, like with our 2 other dogs, don't get me wrong, it's still been kind of rough, even though it's been some time now with both of them being gone. And I'm not saying she's a replacement for them. She's her
No
own
replacement. Those 2 dogs are not being replaced whatsoever.
But my sister had Roxy as a puppy, and then we got her at 2. She was still, with family. Thank
From
you.
murder, death, kill to talking about puppy.
And then Brinks was our first puppy together, and we got him as a puppy. Like, literally, he was like, 6 weeks old or something like that?
He's a run.
Yeah, and so...
Almost got a sister.
I know. Backtrack story. We decided to go to PetSmart. They were having like the adopt a pet day or whatever. We weren't really looking for a pet that day. We weren't even thinking about getting a pet. We saw Brinks and his brothers and sisters. And we were like, oh, this is cute. Let's go ahead and go do something else, and we'll come back and see who was left.
Didn't we pick him up and put him back down? I thought it was someone.
No, I want to say we looked and like, oh, there was a light-colored dog that we were looking at, and we were like, oh, that's cute. But we decided, we saw Brinks in his litter, and we saw his sister Anne.
And one of them up before the litter was gone. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't remember, but I know we left. We came back, and there was only Brinks and his sister. We picked up the sister, and I was like, oh, she's cute. I love the girl, la, la, la. Put her down, and then we were like, let's go ahead and pick up. We didn't have the name Brinks, but we picked up Brinks, and then she was, and just
like, oh, yeah. So, like,
because she was just jealous, and we were, at the time, we lived in an apartment. I'm like, there was no way.
That dog could have got us in trouble because we weren't allowed to have pets. We lied on our lease. Suck it. Don't care. Apartment complex was cool until you changed the staff and you changed the Starbucks machine that was in the break room. The only reason why we moved there is because y'all saw her on the gym. It was pretty, I ain't gonna lie, back then, like 15 years, 20 years ago, however long, it was a dope setup for an early new couple moving in together. The gym, the pool, and then the Starbucks facility inside.
I mean, you basically you were able to get like free coffee anytime, because you lived there. You got to have free coffee technically every day.
And it wasn't cheap crap. It was like they put some money
it was
into
good
their
coffee.
sauna room and stuff. And like she was like, we have to move here. And we worked nowhere near that side of town.
Eventually we did.
And then we moved again and got jobs on the other side of town. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't ever say, man, I'll never live here. You'll more likely like us end up probably living there. Start saying where you do want to live.
Right, that's quantum manifestation. Oh, where's it going with this? Oh, with Brinks. So then with Brinks, you know, we put his sister down. She was yapping, and there's like no way we're going to have her in that apartment. So we went with Brinks. But we've had him since he was a puppy. My sister had Roxy since a puppy till 2, and then Roxy came to us from 2 to 12.
Because they went to Japan, and it was just too much.
Yeah.
To take them.
So it was just easier. One, Brinks was by himself. They were the same age. And so we decided to take Roxy. And she was with us for a good 10 years. And they were a good fit. They were always with each other. And unfortunately, Roxy passed away first, which was really hard. And it's still going to make me cry. Oh my God, I'm crying again.
Go back to the murder, death, kill.
Then Brinks passed away.
We're not doing late night conversations no more.
And then Brinks passed away 2 months ago. But last year we got Cinnamon. And now we've had Cinnamon for a year, but the thing is, with the difference with Cinnamon is, though, she was already 2, and we don't truly know what kind of life she lived before us. So it's like we're training her and still trying to break some habits of hers that she learned prior. And then she learned a couple things from Bricks before he passed. Not so good habits, but you know what? That's Brinks' legacy for now. And I know she just popped up her head like, oh, what?
Yeah, I'm talking. You always do that. Oh, look at me.
She's like, oh, you're going to pay attention to me. And so with Cinnamon now, it's like she's a different breed from Roxy and Brinks. Roxy was a Lab Shepherd mix. Brinks was a Greyhound Rottweiler mix. And then she's a Red-Nosed Pit Bull. It's a different set of expectations and rules with her because obviously a lot of people have a negative connotation with pit bulls, and so she is very defensive of us 4 of the core family. I still get, I'm gonna be honest, deep down though, I still get nervous with her being around other people.
Yeah, because...
And I don't know if it's just that's because of just the breed and just like what's been instilled.
The way she looks at it is, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to be around this family or not. Because if you look at their breed and their heritage, they're naturally protective. It's the ones that attack their owners, they're usually mistreated and they just get sick of it. And these dogs don't really give you a signal. And then if you treat them like crap and you go constantly just treat them like crap, yeah, they're going to turn on you. But so will any animal after a long period of time. They just have a shorter temperament, thus for a pit bull. And then if you also look at the fact that their protective nature, yeah, come in the house uninvited. It's happened to a few people. Thankfully, we had, her on the harness. She doesn't like that. And even after seeing a lot of people on the Times, she's like, doesn't matter. You're not my family. These are the people that take me. So you just have to have responsibility with that because her actions are always going to be, I'm on alert. Who's coming near the family? You go look at your brother. We call him
Honey Badger.
And every time he now comes over, she's observed him and his whole family. It's been less of a problem. Kids get riled up. And like you said, that's 80 pounds coming at everybody because she just wants to play.
Yeah.
So again, responsible pet owner.
Yeah, because she thinks that she's the size of a Pomeranian, and it's like, girl, no, you're not.
So for a lot of people, like, oh my God, you have a pit bull around your kids? Yeah, I do. I'm happy we do, and she's been a blessing to the house. Do I let her free roam when other people are here? No.
We are definitely, like I said, I try not to have like that nervous energy, but I have to like constantly have to watch her.
But you have to put boundaries on the dog as well. You got to say to the dog and let the dog know, you're the animal, you're the pet. This is as far as you go. And if you're not strict with that, especially having a pit bull, you're going to have problems. It's going to be difficult being an owner of a pit bull for those that aren't used to it. This is not an entry-level dog.
Yeah.
I've grown up around pit bulls, Rottweilers, freaking German Shepherds, Huskies, Boxers, like breeds that require a hell of a lot of attention. Like I had 2 collies, twins, Babe and Duke. You wouldn't think that they're like gentle giants. They were 120 pounds each. Yeah. They might be a little bit subtle, gentle. You're not going to let them free range. That's 120 pounds on somebody. If they're not paying attention, it's going to hurt somebody.
Right.
It's again, the dog has a purpose and a task in this house. That has laid the ground rules. Thus far, she acts like she does when you're out of my sight. Yeah, when I'm not here, it's a problem.
My poor Instacart delivery that are male, I have to make sure either I have her in the room or have her outside while those deliveries are being done, because if it's a guy coming up and she hears it's a dude coming up, he's like, it's not him. And she is basically trying to charge the door. And it's like,
but Roxy did the same thing, though.
Roxy did the same thing, but I felt like
she did it to me, too, until she realized I was alpha.
But I feel like with Roxy, though, because she was trained those 2 years with my sister, and they even, what is it called? They trained her even without the leash, where they were taking her with walks. And she did this thing where she would go around in a circle around whoever was walking with her, would take off running, and then would be like, Roxy, too far. She knew it was too far, and then she'd come back. They trained her, and so she knew what she had to do for like protection and things like that. But I feel like she was more obedient.
Better at it, but no, we're nowhere near that yet. When I take her in the neighborhood, I can take her to the field that has no housing, let her run off the leash, and then she'll probably go about 20 yards, and then she'll look back at me. I'd probably say 7 times out of 10, she'll listen to the command when it's too far, or she realizes it's too far and call her to come here. 7 times out of 10, she'll come back. It's those 3 times. Then I'm just like, yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. But that's the thing. Yes, she's a shelter and she's a recovery pit. That could come with some questionable choices. You got to be careful and pay attention the first several months you have her. Haven't had an issue with her. Second, you got to spend time with dog 24/7. Like, it's too hot for her right now to go on her daily walks, but they need to be walked daily. So we try to do stuff. And there's days when we're both tired and she's just like, I need that attention. And you get yelled at by this dog. She's very vocal. But the point is, as I tell the kids as well, no, give her eye contact, pet her on the head, give her the proper command so she also knows it's not just me saying it in the house. And I think that's why when others come in, she's just like, no, this is my family. This is my responsibility. I have to keep an eye on everything. And she does. She's gotten better with my mom. She's gotten better with your mom. She's gotten relatively better with your dad.
Girl. Knocked over my phone.
But yeah, from murder, death, kill to missing puppies to training pit bulls, and the fact that people have huge concerns about pits, completely understand. We love pit bulls. My buddy Kuya has pit bulls, and they're just excellent dogs. They just have a really crappy rap, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. As you can see, like, she's trying to sit in my lap.
Because she's trying to tell you, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, I know. She's like, the kids went to bed.
So, the kind of a little bit of a random, just putting something together, just a casual conversation we have. This is an insight of our life on a daily, just random topics.
Yeah, we always go over a lot of different topics. Like, sometimes we'll, even talking about the weather. We'll talk about, like...
Speaking of that,
here we go.
You brought up, going back to your murder, death, kill, did you ever look up that article about the murder that just happened out here for the campers? And, yeah, her boss, she needs to follow.
Girl,
And
get your nails done.
It's funny you said the weather, because when we had the big storms that just hit here not too long ago, family was hitting me up because they're like, are you guys okay because of the flash floods? And I'm like, yeah. I check the weather before I go any off-roading, any camping. And they're like, oh, you're smart. I'm like, I don't risk playing around in the desert. Flash floods ain't no joke. Yeah. Especially out here in the desert. So, did you look up into that whole unfortunate situation? Was that camp? Were the campers here? Was it abroad?
Oh, are you talking about like the 2 teenagers?
Yeah.
So the 2 teenagers, yeah, unfortunately, they were here in Arizona. It was actually more towards like Prescott area that they went off camping to, and it was actually during Memorial Day weekend. So it was like the weekend in like May when we were in Disneyland.
Oh, pulling up right now. Murder suspect offered info on double homicide to officials. So there was a plot.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like 2 kids going out randomly camping and like some crazy mountain man to come out. No, it was a plot.
I didn't get a chance to really pay attention. I think I was in the middle of job applications. So, I mean, I just had it playing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm like, there's something wrong with me because I'll like be letting the murder, death, kill stuff play in the background, like background noise.
I'm telling you. You're going through like your weird phase. Like, I just need a good murder mystery.
It's okay. No, I'm not looking. No,
the
no,
difference is this is
no,
real shit.
no, no.
Why'd you sound like Kevin Hart? No.
She wasn't ready.
So dumb.
I'm excited. Like, I love those memes. Anyways, no, it's not that I'm going through for like a good murder mystery. A lot of times I'm actually curious as to the situation, what led up to that point, because a lot of these, unfortunately, the victims, they're just everyday people. And sometimes these murders, some of them are premeditated and it leads up to that. And then other ones are like, you never would have saw the signs. So to me, I was just like to see what led up to this point.
Again, I love myself. I don't hate myself. Why go missing?
I haven't gone to law school yet, so you're fine. Which that is a track that I'm kind of semi-interested in, but I would probably end up doing like the specialty more like corporate law, of like looking when it comes to like contracts and things like
The only
that.
reason why you would do corporate law is go full vengeance on all your previous employers. Just show them how stupid they are.
So
And go against all their HR allegations with the most recent one, which was a complete farce. They were just trying to find a way to clear house because it was an internal hostile takeover between two different CEOs, two different sets
no, it
of
wasn't
CFOs.
two different CEOs. It was more of like two different people who wanted the potential of going towards the CEO route.
It was a hierarchy change, and it was someone was getting ousted. The owner was like, I don't care.
We'll leave it at that.
That's the only reason why you go for that kind of law. If you want to, go for it. Wow.
Luckily, when I was looking at the options and looking at the track, I'm actually in a good spot age-wise for that because I'm not like the typical like 18-year-old like, what is that movie called? Oh my gosh. The one with Reese Witherspoon?
Oh my, Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that shit.
So it's not like one of those things. Oh my God, here it goes, the pitbull. And she's running around. Oh, sweet Jesus. Why does she do that? No, you know what? I
It's
can't.
called a pit bull burst.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, all pit bulls generally do this. They'll get a burst of energy, and they'll go, 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 go. And she's so fat you can hear her breathing. Go.
She's like, I'm tired. I'm done. I did my 3 rounds.
They can probably hear her breathing.
Probably. But you know what? That makes me... It brings me joy, but also makes me sad because I remember Roxy used to do that. She didn't have a pit bull burst, but she liked to do the running around. And then as she got older, she could only do it.
Shape. That's my fault. As soon as it cools down, I'm gonna start walking.
She only went like
again.
around once when she got it older, and I was like, oh, that's what reminded me of. I had been looking at possibly going that route of like going back to school, but actually it's something that I do enjoy, and because
But see, that's my question though. This is that sidetrack. It's like,
I
which
know.
one do you want? It's like you want to do so many things. That's
I
the
know.
one. I want to say it's a curse, but it's the one thing that you're like, I don't want to be a master of one. I just want to be a master of fun. And this will be
master
fun.
of fun.
Yeah, master of fun, because this will be fun for me. You're the only chick I know. I'm going to go read a book real quick because this is fun.
Actually,
what are you reading? A manual of certain process,
No,
a psychology manual, or a novella of sorts,
You're
or a
a
manga of sorts. Or, I don't know, I saw this when I was looking up doctor stuff because I want to self-diagnose because I don't want to go see the doctor.
No, that's you.
Dude, that's you. Babe, I don't feel good. 20 minutes later. Well, based on your symptoms, what you told me, you should try this with lemon tea and honey. It'll soothe your throat and keep the inflammation down. Dude, I just said I had stomach aches. I took a poop and I felt fine.
Okay, what was it? I was like, oh, you got a headache.
Here we go. Here we go.
I was like, you're like, I have a headache and my stomach hurts. I was like, I'll take a
No,
poop.
WebMD. You're just going to have cancer.
But anyways, no, I don't think it's necessarily a distraction. It would be something that I did try to see, like, how would I be able to actually utilize that even within the business? Because I'm like, it's something that I'd be interested in. I'm always, maybe this is just
Business
me.
law would always be good, especially running your own business, knowing the fact that how many contracts do I read daily, how many times do I deal with legal. And just to specify, I work with legislative municipalities, legal of that area.
But That's the thing where it's like I've been researching what it would actually take to take the LSAT, get into law school.
You were so bummed when you
Take the
found
bar.
out you have to go to school here in Arizona. You looked at the states that you
Yes,
don't have
okay.
to. You're like, I don't want to move there.
So apparently what I looked up when I was looking at like when you're becoming like a lawyer, there's some states you do not have to have a law degree. You actually could just go straight and test for, study for and test for the bar. There's a few states that allow that. Arizona, unfortunately, is not one of them. They do require that you do have to go to law school and then pass the bar. But I don't know. I've been doing some research on it. It's something that I'm just looking at. I'm always constantly, I like to learn. I don't know. And this is where I get it from my mom.
Sure, from your mom? I thought you got it from your dad.
No, it's my mom, because when she was little, she always wanted to go to school. She always wanted to learn. And because in the Philippines, especially in the 50s, 60s, as she was growing up, going to school cost money. It cost money to buy like the uniforms, those school supplies. And unfortunately, my mom's family didn't have the money. I won't go into family details of her situation, but she wasn't able to really truly go to school and learn all the things that she wanted to learn. And so I think when she was pregnant with me, all of that ambition to learn was imprinted on me. And so I enjoy learning, whether if it's languages, whether if it's topics, whether if it's
You still have some of your college books, so it's all good.
some, not all of them, only the ones I was interested in. That's another thing. I was like, I want
Master of fun.
But I'd like to learn different things, and that's why I was like, right now, I'm like, I need to actually go back to my Korean track because I kind of went back to. Okay, so I got a little
Can you
lazy.
stay on task, please?
No.
Again, it's the last time we ever do any late recordings.
So I need to go back on my Korean track because I went back to Japanese because like I just want to hurry up and get my points and just go through it because at least I know Japanese and it's just easier for me. No, I need to go back and challenge myself. But anyways, the law school track, I'm researching it. I don't know if it's something that I'll actually pursue right now, but it's something that is in the back of my mind because I feel like it could be something that would be beneficial even in my own business, not necessarily for a job, even though there are a few corporate attorney jobs that I've seen out there, and I'm like, that's interesting. So I don't know. We'll see how everything goes because I have all these projects that I'm still trying to focus on, but at the same time, I also still want to do that as well.
Master of fun. Expert of none. Because that's just boring.
No, it could be. See, I guess that's the thing. Is I could still be an expert in some of them, and then I just move on to the next.
Fun. Oh, I'm going to do a late night study cram. Yay!
Maybe I might use my other channels to show, like, hey, this is law school. I don't know yet. Like I said, I'm not.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll see.
You're hilarious. So, between the murder, death, kills, puppies, and
Going to law school.
This is about the most random topic. This is just an insight in our daily lives right here. So, I would say, with all that being said, don't go to WebMD because you're just going to have cancer. Why is my toe itch? Cancer. Why did I sneeze harder in the left nostril than the right nostril? Cancer.
Sinusitis.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You said, well, why am I sneezing? And if it's harder on one nostril versus the other.
Proves my point. Meanwhile, you stub your left toe, it means this superstition. If your palm itches, it means that superstition.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Let's try to end this, Cole. Not trying to
what?
take over my role.
For what?
We intentionally go just wrap this up. Oh, hell no. We are not doing itchy palm superstitions.
Do the research on it.
Every Asian bomb is going to have some like, oh, I remember this story. Oh, I remember this. Like, oh my God.
Because there is a reason for each one. And the thing is, the stuff now I've been researching, because my mom's told me one or the other. And then I'm like, okay. But then when I did the research online, depending on your culture and depending if you're a guy, if you're a girl, each palm is different. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize all this. And I'll leave it at that, but I'll leave you guys to do your own research because there's a lot of information out there. And again, it depends on what culture you're from and basically what you believe in, but that's a whole nother thing. I might write a book. That's another to-do list.
You know what? If you want to talk about books and we're going to go a little bit further, your book to combine the astrology and the superstition, we've been talking about that for 15 years.
Yeah.
I'm saying now that you have all these resources, you have a publisher, you have a way to get it out, you have a platform to get it out.
Yeah.
I'm saying after you do the second series of your last follow-up book and do the
first one here, so please buy a copy. And I also do have the Audible, which the lady that I worked with on Audible to do the reading of it, she's amazing.
Her voice is therapeutic and soothing, and that's coming from me, and I can't listen to nobody for.
So there's the Audible as well. It's available, so I appreciate it. But yes, we're actually looking to possibly get
You should have put her, hit her up on this too.
Yeah, so she was amazing. If you're also an author and you're looking to have someone read your book and have an amazing voice, I would recommend her.
So I would say on that tip then, like as soon as you get the second book out, because I know that's going to be getting started here soon, I would encourage you to really start putting together that combination of the two that you've had for the longest time. I don't want to give out the idea, but I'm just saying.
The combination of the two, that, I'm going to be honest with you, that's going to take some research, because if you think about it, it's a combination of two different
I get it.
types.
But you have,
But it's gonna be
back
like-
to you, what was it, like episode 6? I'm a fan of AI. You're just scared of the unknown. You analog monster. Whatever. I'm just saying, you have so many tools, resources, and a platform now, plus a publisher to actually get that accomplished. And yeah, it's probably going to be more than a little 100-page book. It's probably going to be a pretty decent size.
It definitely
But
takes some
that's
time.
a bucket list for you. You've talked about that for as long as I've known you.
Yeah, it's
All
true.
your superstitions. And I said it with attitude. All the women and wives that hear that, yes, this is authentic. There's one thing that I just keep that to yourselves.
No.
Sometimes men just want to just be left alone.
Because I think at the San Diego Zoo, I don't know, my Asian superstition came out because I was like telling our eldest, look at the trees, look at the green, it'll help your eyesight. And then she goes to her dad, she's like, Daddy, what is mommy talking about? Looking at green helps your eyesight. And he was like, no, keep your superstitions to yourself, I don't want to hear it. Then when we were in the line getting out to leave the panda exhibit, when there was a whole bunch of other people around us, I was like, hey, whatever.
Just so they can understand that, you tell our elders, look at all the green around you. It's good for your eyesight. Where both her and I wear glasses. Then she looked at me with so much confusion, like I look at you in the daily, and was like, a light bulb went on. This is what Dad talks about. Oh my God.
Oh, whatever.
Dad, help me. And I couldn't. I ran away. I was like, no, keep that superstitious stuff away from me. That's what you and your mom. Now you know where you get it from.
So that, I don't even know. I gotta probably look up some research here, but that's what I got from my godmother a long time ago. Because this is the thing. This is, again, where I get it from my mom. Listening to my elders, because my godmother is Japanese, thank you.
Oh, that's just as good.
So listening to my elders when they tell me
But she
different
remembers
things.
when Japan used to have an emperor.
But listening to my elders when they tell me things, so that was what I got from my godmother. I don't remember where the context was. I just remember being at my mom's house when she was telling me about that.
I get scared if I ever fart around you guys. That's the really self-diagnosed me. No, I just had some vegetables. My bad. You want me to eat healthy. That's the repercussion of me eating healthy. No, according to what I found out, the way that the flatulence came out,
Ew. You never would diagnose farts, dude.
man.
That's only you.
No,
I think-
I don't diagnose.
no,
I
I think-
celebrate.
I think you're wanting us to diagnose it.
No, I need you to stay away from my colon. That's what I need you to do.
I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't be going.
But you should be acting and talking like one. And then you get mad if I try the remedy and then I'm like, I don't agree with it.
You never.
You didn't give it a shot.
You didn't give it like
See,
enough
look at you.
time.
Just like a doctor, but I ain't a doctor.
I'm not,
You sound like every doctor I've had.
because you didn't give it a chance. You just tried it for like a week, and then you're like, "Oh, it didn't work." Like you need to give it 90 days.
Darren, let me know if anybody else is dealt with this kind of issue from my point of view, not hers.
No, from my point of view is
Yeah.
fine as well.
Tired of it.
You can put it in the comments. Well, I guess I'll end it here. Like and subscribe. Obviously, if there's any topics you guys want us to talk about, put them in the comments. Definitely take the time to read them and then see if we can go ahead and put it in a future episode. But hope you're having a great day, great evening, great morning, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Well, I'm going to record it real quick because apparently as soon as we go, this is...
Did you just turn it on?
Yes, I did. So this is
Golly.
after party.
This ain't no Diddy get together.
I don't have white nail polish, so we're good. And I'm wearing black instead of white.
I'm done with you.
So we get offline and then we end up start having more conversation because Kuya sent you something. And I was like, oh, la, 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 la. I was like, this would actually be really good on the video. So that's why I'm like back on. But I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, first you said the FAA tower controllers. What is it?
Unconfirmed. He just sent me one little news snippet. I need to look at it because it does deal with politics, and I don't want to do politics.
I don't want to do politics either.
Apparently, as of today, 4:15 p.m.
Is that Eastern? Is that
No,
Western?
Pacific.
I said Western. Dumbass.
Shut up. Apparently, everybody at the Burbank Tower walked out, and they're like, F all this. You're not paying me. I'm out. Rightfully so. However, 120 miles of San Diego towers were running the Burbank Airport.
So to me, now my mind is like, that's crazy. Again, like you said, rightfully so that they walked out because they're basically working for free and nobody wants to do that. But that's why it's like right now, I feel like it's a little bit challenging and a little scary to be flying.
Well, not only that, like shout out to Joyzy, but I called my brother over there and I was just like, because I was concerned. Because shutdowns, that's a legit thing for us. When we got news that officially the shutdown was going to take place, he was the first person I called. Now, he'd been going through some stuff, and it's been a lot of heavy stuff on his mind. And though the wives, Joyzy,
You're being loud, man. You're yelling so late.
Guys, y'all don't let us talk.
I know, but you're yelling.
Nah, I'm just saying. Because I'm talking about Jersey, so my volume goes up.
Doesn't need to, though.
My Italian roots go up. You can't see me, but I'm doing my gestures where put in that stereotype. Italians talking with their hands. I'm doing that right now.
I know.
Shout out to Joyzy. With that being said, I called him up, and it's funny because even though I know he's going through stuff, he's still very strong as a man, that he carries himself, rightfully so. And then, of course, you two start chatting up. And the funnier thing was, we both unanimously, we in Arizona, he over there, the East Coast, and we both, same time, just walked out of the rooms. And both the wives following us, trying to get in that conversation.
No, the reason why I got in the conversation, here's the background story, is because I hear his voice, Jersey's husband's voice, and he sounded tired. And so I was like, hey, are you tired? You called him when he's tired? And that's the only thing I said. And you guys were like all uppity and in your feelings.
How we uppity in our feelings? We was just trying to catch up. Because isn't it both of y'all that be like, they never call each other. They don't talk enough. And let us grown up and be. We'll talk when we're ready to talk. Like, that's the funny thing.
Yeah, you were talking. You were...
And then it's like all of a sudden we do talk. And then y'all got to get in that conversation. Got nothing to do with y'all.
I was just asking. So like I said, they got all uppity in their feelings. All I asked, he sounded like he was tired. He called him when he woke up from a nap or something.
My brother knows what's up. He good. But yeah, that was the thing that is a hot topic in our house, not politically charged whatsoever. It's just we have friends and we have family, both military and post-military, that still work in similar,
Basically,
military folks in the MOS for non-military folks, the same kind of jobs and roles they had in their military career, they have in their civilian career. The frustrating part is that for a lot of these positions is that when the shutdown took place, they're the first to get put on.
They basically were affected by it.
It's just frustrating to see that because they're trying to do right. They're trying to take care of the kids and family, and it has nothing to do with politics. It just has everything to do with stupidity. And it's frustrating to see that people in government that are still getting a paycheck, that are telling people who serve the country in all different shapes and forms, be it the airport, be it in the aftermath of our veteran soldiers who are working in the public sector under these federal contracts that are just like, they're the ones we're taking the money from. When you see it impact your friends and family, It's crazy. And then it's like, you get articles like this in my inner circle. It's just like, yeah, you got to put that in perspective.
The other thing is like with the airplane is Oprah just took off in a plane.
Thankfully, he flew out of San Diego to
San Fran.
and then San Fran directly to Korea.
So it's like it's
You got all these people.
traveling. Again, a lot of this is having a ripple effect on everyone.
It's all a distraction. Like, I'm not even going to go further into that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But it's a distraction to keep you and I and others from paying attention to what's really going on. I think that's why there's been such an uptick back in one side of the spectrum is really going back hard into faith and openly talking about just religion in general. And I'm not talking about just one religion, just religion in general. Then you have the other aspect that's running further and further away from anything that is religious related. And it's a very interesting outcome because I think more than ever now, you are starting to see the polar shifts take more and more and more public effect. And that is the scary part for me.
Okay, the squirrel moment in me real quick. I was listening, but like the reflection of the light and then in the water thing, it made it seem like it went around the light. Like it was a...
Yeah.
I got
That's the other reason why I don't talk about politics. We never take it serious. But no, so it was interesting because we're getting all these new feeds and all these updates.
And then recently my godbrother, Honey Badger, basically, he was sending me memes lately. I mean, like, dude, some of the stuff you're watching, he was like, yeah, it's just brain rot. I was like, I've never heard of brain rot, but
Really?
yes. Yeah.
Really?
What do you mean, really?
Brain rot's like been around. Oh my God.
No, I haven't heard it. Sorry.
As I've told you for years, you are sheltered.
Yeah, still am. I don't know, cute stuff. Brain rot is not cute.
So for a random episode 12.
And no, this is not 12. This is 11.2.
What?
Because I'm putting this on the end of 11. Because party. After party.
This is, hey, we said we were done talking because late at night. Oh, wait, no, we had something more that came up.
Yeah, that was basically all it was. So now, all right, I'll go ahead and end it. Like and subscribe. Obviously, this is what happens. We end up just talking about stuff. That's why I just put the camera on real quick because we started talking and we've had more conversation. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.